and welcome back to another great episode of the 411 on the 401. I, of course, am Hennigan Sten.
I am Enrico Fulgoray, and I'm back.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen, and of course we have the great old...
Spike, also back, sort of.
Well, we got a load of things to show you today. Let's get right down to it. What are we beginning with?
Well, today, I'm going to make the executive decision to do the question of the week at the desk. So, Hennigan,
really? Yes.
You asked me this question earlier, and I didn't hear your answer. What is the meaning of life to you?
The meaning of life. Deeply philosophical question. I would have to say that Hennig instead will have to go with the old adage his father told him every night before he went to bed. Eat, drink, be merry, for tomorrow you may be dead. That is the meaning of life.
Spoken like a true Englishman.
I love it. I love it. For me, it was just about having a good time. I mean, why not?
That works.
Do you have anything to say? Anything to add?
Spike, what's the meaning of life to you?
Well, of course, besides 42, I mean, essentially, there is no meaning of life.
Ooh, we've got a pessimist here.
Sorry. Not in a pessimist way, for we are life in its truest essence and most concentrated
So
form.
therefore we are also meaning? We are ourselves the meaning?
In ourselves, we are the meaning. When you want to see the meaning of life, just look on your neighbor.
It's like Inception.
Are you saying that the universe is everything and all consciousness is a subjective version of the universe observing itself in different forms?
Exactly.
I love it. Anyway, I'm going to move forward into my tech update. The first one in a while. There's a lot going on. So, graphene is a new material. It's been studied for a long time and it has a lot of potential uses. They've discovered a new one. Basically, in case you don't know, graphene is a one-atom thick sheet of carbon that's used in many electronics will be used in many electronics. Recently, a new feature has been observed in this, in that it uses an effect called the hot carrier effect, which creates current due to a difference in temperature in this material. Basically, it causes a difference in potential and causes a flow of electrons. This is very cool and has potential to be used in solar panels. Another thing that is terrifying is that the Department of Homeland Security is beginning work on a pre-crime detection program. That's right, like Minority Report. Be very afraid. Basically, it's designed to track and monitor, among other inputs, body movements, voice pitch changes, voice pitch changes, and a whole bunch of other things, and basically your everyday movement, eye movement, body heat, and all that sort of thing. It's going to be monitored through different cameras around, and basically it's possible. It's possible for them to know or theorize that you're going to be doing something against the law. Be afraid. I don't know. Don't do anything wrong. Don't have anything to hide. Another thing, moving on. I've discussed the idea of the memristor before. Basically, this is the fourth fundamental microelectronics object. Basically, what this has the potential to do is it's a memory component. It is a resistor that is much like a memory component, and it has strong potential for changing the future of electronics. In the future, it could potentially replace transistors, but for now, early uses have been announced. It's going to potentially replace flash memory, which is, in case you don't know, used in thumb drives, smartphones, many other devices, such as even like iPads and all that. Eventually, it could even go so far as to replace different forms of SRAM and DRAM, which is random access memory. Obviously, this is the tech update. I love technology more than anything. One thing that I've got to talk about was the URI Honors Colloquium this year. There's already been a few different meetings, a few different presentations that have happened. It's all about technology, and it's incredibly interesting and thought-provoking. Like I said, there's already been a few presentations, but don't let that stop you from going to check it out. It's definitely worth it. The first one was done by this awesome futurist named Ray Kurzweil, and he talked about the future with nanotechnology, with information technology, and a whole bunch of different things. It was very optimistic and very sci-fi, but it was awesome. I really recommend checking Ray Kurzweil out and the URI Honors Colloquium. Now, other things, I've only got two more, I promise. I know this has been long. The iPhone 4S has finally been announced and explained. And sure, it's nothing too special. I'm sure you've heard that. It's been getting a lot of media coverage. The media coverage has been saying, oh no, don't get the iPhone 4S because it's not awesome. But they don't stop talking about it, so I don't know what their idea is. They're trying to trick us into getting it. But anyway, upgrades that it has is battery life, The quality of the rear camera has increased from 5 to 8 megapixels. It's got full HD video. Other than that, it's not really too different, but it's not really about, being that much better for me. The iPhone 4S to me is the iPhone for Steve. I'm gonna close my segment with a tribute to a huge inspiration of mine. Steve Jobs truly was a great man and a visionary who changed the world with his great ideas and his marketing practices. It is really unfortunate to lose someone so influential so young. The proof of the fact that this man was so important to today's world is that most of the people found out about his death on one of the devices he made. I'll miss you, Steve Jobs. I hope that you do something incredibly impressive in heaven. I'll see you up there, I hope. That's it for my segment.
iPad, iPhone, iPod. I don't care.
I love the fact that your iPhone went off during that.
I don't have an iPhone. That wasn't me.
That was my iPhone.
To rebut that, I don't really not care about Steve Jobs. He was a great guy, lots of cool technology. I'm not a Mac user. I do have an iPod, but Macs, they don't have a scroll wheel. I just want to scroll down.
But you gotta remember this, though. See, Steve Jobs may have not had the best products, but he always had the first. He had the first touchscreen this. And for all those lovers of your droid would not be the efficient tool it is today without Steve Jobs.
I have a droid, and I gotta tell you, it's really not an iPhone. I hate to say it.
You like the iPhone better?
I think I do.
It's so much simpler.
It's more reliable. That's the thing. The droid, you can do more with it. You have more flexibility,
and
but
it's faster.
It is faster, and obviously it comes out more frequently because they're made by so many different people, so many different companies. But it's not as reliable to me. You can trust your iPhone. It's your best friend in your pocket.
Truly is. I'm
curious, with Steve Jobs dying and all, what his funeral will be like. You think it'll be lavish and extravagant? Do you think his coffin will be? His tombstone will say, "I died"?
Dude, do you think it'll be broadcast live on the internet? That's what I hope.
On tablets and MacBooks and stuff?
Yes.
I died.
Now, here's just something really interesting to say. I know I talked about the iPhone 4S, but the day that they presented it, Apple's stock dropped huge amounts, such a significant amount. I mean, it kind of recovered a little bit over the next few days, but then Steve Jobs died, and it only dropped a little bit. We would have expected it the other way around. Who cares about the iPhone 4S not being the iPhone 5? But Steve Jobs. Anyway.
Wait, before we move on, just want to say, he died of pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer. PC.
It took our jobs.
PC killed him.
Oh, damn.
Moving on. We have my highlights.
Yeah, Hennigan's highlights.
Hennigan's highlights. Yeah. Look at that.
Don't be tired of him yet.
All right. Few things to talk about. Let's get right to it. Amanda Knox had her convictions reversed this past Monday, October the 3rd. Amanda Knox, of course, was accused of murdering her flatmate, Meredith Kircher, I believe I said that right, in Perugia, which is in Italy, on November 1st, 2007. Knox, along with her boyfriend at the time, Rafael Solicito, were accused and given 25 and 26 years respectively. In 2008, Knox moved to repeal the charges, and a conviction has finally been reversed. Moving on to a much heated topic, the trial of Dr. Conrad Murray, of course Michael Jackson's private doctor, seems to have concluded for the most part. Certainly it seems that Dr. Murray's fate has been sealed after the damning evidence and testimony that has been plotted against him. The evidence, which ranges from Jackson's private security guard testifying that Murray instructed him to hide vials of drugs, which of course, before he called 911, to a horribly heart-wrenching audio of Michael Jackson in a drug-induced state telling about how he's gonna, come back from his recent tour. Debt student loans got you down? Well, consider being a sugar babe. Not sugar gliders, sugar babes. A newfound career to me. Sugar babes are college students, particularly women, who find wealthy gentlemen online and through sugardaddy.com and basically sell themselves for sex. However, their pay services, they pay well, it seems. Some women making between $2,000 and $3,000 a month Now that's good money whether you're a female student or a struggling news host called Hennigan Stead. Back to the desk.
You know, I actually heard about that.
Oh yeah?
Find that a little bit terribly offensive and a little bit, you know...
I found that out just today about sugar babes.
Seems kind of gross.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's
I mean,
prostitution.
how about that name? It just sounds dirty. It sounds terrible.
Well, it is a play on the term sugar daddy.
Oh,
not
I mean,
the
I
candy.
know. One other thing that I gotta say from your segment is it seems that ever since that case about that girl who killed her baby, I don't even remember her
Casey
name.
Anthony.
Yeah, ever
Casey
since
Anthony.
the Casey Anthony trial, the mainstream media has found it necessary to constantly bombard us with these huge trials, nonstop, back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
It's entertainment, though. You can't argue that. It's celebrity entertainment. Once these people arise, whether they kill someone or not doesn't matter. But they gain a certain sense of celebrity, and people eat that crap up.
I don't think they should. I think
They
it's horrible.
shouldn't.
The entire Casey Anthony trial, I was
Why not?
so angry that was actually on TV. You know what? I mean, I'm sure people, it sounds terrible, but mothers kill their children all the time. It's horrible, but
That's mostly
anyway,
true.
screw it. Doesn't matter. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna get away from the three of us. I hope you guys are really excited. We're gonna go to
back.
gentle tips for the gentleman.
I like that name.
Hello, and welcome to Gentle Tips for the Gentleman with Curly and my better half, Lady Broom. If you are escorting a lady friend to inside a building, make sure to always hold the door open. Isn't that right, Lady Broom? Pardon? Oh, Lady Broom. We swept together just last night. Well, that is the gentle tip for today, gentlemen. Until later, I will see you later.
That was beautiful.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
The more you know. So let's keep it going. Now that we're gaining momentum, let's go up to upcoming movies.
All right.
With Spike.
That's your department.
Spike? Oh, me, of course. All right. This weekend in movies, we have a course starting with an indie movie. I just heard about it. I just heard about it today. It's called Dirty Girl. I know the title seems very appealing. It has Juno Temple. You might know her from Atonement. I don't really know who she is. And I have no idea what this movie is about, but if you like indie movies, then you probably already know about it. Next coming out is a movie you probably all know about called The Eyes of March. It stars George Clooney, Ryan Gosling, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and other famous people. Definitely looking really good, possibly, one of those Oscar picks to get a lot of those this time of year. Definitely something to check out. But my personal pick for this weekend has definitely got to be Real Steel, starring Hugh Jackman, the lady from Lost, and some kid I'd never heard of before. Basically, real boxing has been replaced with robot boxing, and it looks awesome. Originally, I thought it looked kind of dumb, not gonna lie, but seeing the trailers more and more, people are saying good things about it, and I think that you should go check it out. And if none of those movies seem appealing, then my suggestion, 50-50. Came out last week, Seth Rogen, saw it the other day, awesome. Back to the desk.
Now, Real Steel, when I saw that, I thought it was a joke, to be honest with you. I thought, it's Rock'em Sock'em Robots!
Yeah,
That's what I thought too. I really did.
And they're like, no, it's a real movie. Like, what the?
As soon as I saw Kate from Lost, I got so happy. I haven't seen her since the
I
season
know.
finale, man. It's been a long time.
None of those lost people, well, except for those people in Hawaiian 5-0, but,
Yeah. Matthew Fox pretty much went off the face of the
Yeah,
earth.
whatever happened, he's like, yeah, I've done Lost, I'm done. I'm
He's
tired.
like Michael Fox.
Hey, Michael J. Fox does stuff.
Yeah, he shakes.
He was just on Curb Your Enthusiasm in the season finale. Played an intricate part of last season. God.
He's Marty McFly. He goes back in time and saves people.
All right, well, so what's up next? Where are we going?
We are going to the reason why we don't have school Monday. Columbus Day. We have some words on that.
Columbus Day. It's Monday, and I'm sure all of you only think of it as a day off, a day to go out and drink your drinks and make sweet, sweet love to your women. Your young, fertile women. But the fact is, Columbus Day means more. What do we think of Columbus? Columbus is an American hero. He discovered America. Ha! I think not. A true American? You know who else was thought to be a true American? Does anybody remember the ShamWow guy? Yes, he sold us products that we could use in our households, products that made our lives just a little bit easier. But you know what happened to him? He was arrested. True Americans don't go to jail, because jail is for losers. You know what he did? He beat a hooker. Some say to death, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so the next time you think about Columbus Day and Christopher Columbus, remember, yeah.
That segment, by the way, was called Christopher Columbus, an American Hero.
I am so moved.
And it really revives your faith in humanity, doesn't it?
He really knows what's up.
That's why he's here.
So, not too long ago, we had a wonderful man up here talking about movies. His name is Spike. And he's going to do a little bit more of that pretty soon with a man named Chris. I really hope you guys enjoy it. It's called John's Couch. You might have heard of it before. Anyway, to the couch.
How you guys doing today? Man, it's Friday. There are a bunch of new movies coming out, as you suggested. But, and this is a big one, I don't think any of these movies stack up to what we just saw.
Well, what I just saw. I mean, you did see it a couple days ago.
A few days ago, maybe. You just saw what, yesterday?
Yeah,
so this
it's
movie,
been barely 24 hours.
This movie has an impact on me, though.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And the movie we were talking about is 50-50.
Starring Seth Rogen and
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah.
And other people.
And, you know, Anna Kendrick, who I'm a big fan of, but I actually found quite annoying in this movie.
You did?
I did.
I think that's kind of the point, though.
Maybe, I don't know, I was a little put off on it.
Do you know who did an awesome job? Happy to see her in another movie.
Who's that?
Scott Pilgrim's sister.
That's
right?
Anna Kendrick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoops. I thought that other lady was Anna Kendrick.
No.
Oh.
Now you're off. Now you lose your right to talk.
All right.
Right now, basically this movie does have a great plot, and which is man gets cancer, what's man going to do with life? And yet it's a comedy.
Yeah.
Big thing right there.
But you gotta understand, though, this is written by a man who did, in fact, have cancer.
Very true.
This is based on a sort of true life, because what happened was that Seth Rogen's friend had cancer, and he didn't really change his life. You know, he went to work, didn't really bring it up, still did things every day. Did he write this while he had cancer or after he got it?
I'm gonna say it was after. I'm pretty sure it was after. I think that's why Seth Rogen agreed to do it. We're not going to give away whether the man lives or dies, because it is a fictional movie. Either can still happen. So we're not about the spoilers here. But this movie has a great scene that really does wrench your heart because you don't see it coming.
Yeah. Actually, honestly, I gotta say, as a couple, beginning and the end, in the middle. Oh yeah.
The big thing about this movie for me, though, is even though Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, Adam, has cancer, he never becomes a pushover. And that was a big thing to me. He still, when he had to, he could stand up for himself. And I enjoyed that part very much.
Wait, I feel like that wouldn't make you a pushover, though. I feel like that comes to the point where people are more inclined not to be pushed over because they don't care what people think about them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that was pretty normal.
All right. Two different views.
All right, two different views. I thought, a lot of little touching scenes. Really seeing the the relationship between Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Very nice.
Yep.
I hate this.
These two have really good chemistry. It's very, very. At first, it's going to seem like a very strange friendship, and that these two should almost not be friends. But as the more you watch it, the more you understand that it makes sense.
That's what a deep friendship is.
Yeah.
When it looks like they hate each other, but really they're that much of friends that they can be that way
Right.
with each other.
Like us.
Like us.
And with that sentimental note that he just hit me with, and if these two don't stop playing hacky sack, I'm going to assault them myself. We're going to go back to the desk.
How touching was that? It really moved me.
Hacky-sack? Who's playing hacky-sack? Not me.
It was my bad. I'm sorry. So, the show is coming to a close relatively soon. But first, we've got 2 more segments, both of which I know is loved greatly by our 12-person audience. First, to our 12-person audience's favorite segment, Andy.
Reporter Rain.
Reporter Rain.
Now, how long has Reporter Rain been with us?
I think that he's been here the entire time, since the beginning of the show.
From the very beginning?
Since
its origins?
season 1.
Coming out of the
Back-
pyramidal ooze.
Ooh, let me see. Let's come up with names. Flo Show.
Oh, Flo Show. Cat Swiss.
Cat Swiss.
No longer here, unfortunately.
No, he wasn't even douchebag yet. His cousin was on the show.
Ophelia Balls was no
No,
longer
she
here.
wasn't even here yet either. Ophelia Balls was missing.
Oh.
Season 1, what was her name? Sonny McIntosh. I don't know if anyone remembers Sonny McIntosh. Eddie Cheddar.
No, I don't remember. See, Hennig instead was a late comer to all this.
What was his name?
Kansas City,
BJ.
right?
DJ.
Utah Jackson.
The Dark Bishop. Utah Jackson.
You touch it. I have met him.
Sports in a Snuggie.
We need to bring back all the good shows.
Oh, I think that this season we have a few new good replacements. I don't know. But anyway, back to Andy.
Reporter Rain.
Hey UI, this is Reporter Rain, and right here I have the lovely Curly, who is our new cast member here on the show this year, and we want to get to know more about him, and it's really great to have him here. So yeah, Curly, is that your name?
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Awesome. Now Curly, how long would it take you to build an exact replica of the Statue of Liberty?
Well, if I had the manpower, probably anywhere between 2 and 3 years.
That is really good. That probably shouldn't take anybody any longer than that year, too. And now, I was curious, do you own a purple turtle or a Brazilian hippopotamus?
Well, I don't have either of those, but I have 2 fish. One named Catfish Clay and another named Salmon L. Jackson.
Like Nemo? Like Nemo? Finding Nemo.
A little bit, you
Yeah.
could say.
Now, how would you feel if somebody came up to you and asked for a hug?
Well, I would have to see some identification first, but presuming they showed it to me, I would give them said hug.
Yeah, it's not safe to be hugging other people who you don't know their own backgrounds with. That's why we have to make sure we have to be more safe with ourselves like that. Yeah. Okay, and also, how would you feel if we decide to shoot 411 on the 401 in the forbidden city of Atlantis?
You know, that would be exactly what this show needs, a little spin.
Yeah. I was gonna say a treehouse, but yeah, that's a little going.
That's a little extreme, I think.
Yeah, that's better. Oh, and how would you feel that there's a really huge lamp up there? Like, how would you feel if that thing kind of just fell on us right now?
Oh, that'd be awful. That'd probably knock my lights out.
Yeah, I know. I'm really scared too. Let's make a run for it. Bah! Sorry, you are.
Always the highest of absurdity and good humor, Reporter Rain.
Do you have anything else to add to today's show?
Nice shot.
That was good. Thanks for the hacky sack. Well, anyway, we're going to do what we always do at the end of our show and send it over to our single most reliable segment, Pirate Bob's music segment.
Always been there.
Wait, have you been here since season 1?
No.
No? Well, I think he's been here since season 1.
I don't think they can hear you.
inside. These flowers smell just like mine. So go and find the ones I'm talking about. Take me, I'm somewhere in the background of the night. Reach me, I'm nothing to be worrying about. I hope you can join me sometime. I won't be offended if you feel Alright, one more. But if you're staying here instead, you've got a home, son. But if you're staying here instead, you've got a home inside mine. I'm somewhere in the mountains of the night. Reach me, I'm nothing to be worried about. You can join me sometime. I won't be offended if you really know. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Streetlights, people. Hey, thank you everyone for watching. And it's the fine emotion, shadow, somewhere.